to our press conference. The bell has been rung and Labour is all geared up for the upcoming election, and our Labour Next Gen SKN Dream Team is here all fired up and ready to share with you the feedback on the economy and the preparations for Election Day. We want to welcome our candidates here. We have Dr. Jeffrey Hanley, His Excellency Kenneth Douglas, Leon Natta Nelson, His Excellency Steve Rensford, and our presenters for today will be the Deputy Leader of the party, Marcella Liburd, the Chairman of the party, Dr. Terence Drew, and Conris Maynard. I would also like to extend a welcome to our press present here today, the SKN Newsline, Labour Spokesman, Win FM, SKN Observer, and Kiss FM. Thank you once again for tuning in, and we will start things off with our first speaker for this afternoon, the Deputy Leader, Marcella Liburd.
A pleasant good afternoon to you, the members of the media, to those who are in the listening audience and the viewing audience, those who are tuned in to your radios or who are getting this information via the internet. I would like first of all to apologize for the absence of the leader who is otherwise engaged at this particular time. I'd like to thank Freedom 106.5 FM and KISS 102.5 FM for broadcasting our press conference live to the benefit of the general public at home and abroad. The St. Kitts-Nevis Labour Party is very excited that the date for the general elections has been set for June 5th, 2020, and that nomination day has been set for May 27th, 2020. We know that right-thinking citizens and residents of our great federation are looking forward with great enthusiasm and anxious expectation, not only to election day, but to the joyous days that will come after that. Election day will be like another Emancipation Day here in the Federation of St. Kitts and Nevis, when our people will have a chance to finally liberate themselves and our country from the grips of a failed, nepotistic, despotic, incompetent, and uncaring regime. June 5th, 2020 will go down in the history books as the day when the people of St. Kitts and Nevis took a stand about what they will and will not accept from their leaders, and chose to take a stake in shaping the future direction of our beloved country. As I have said before, in this election, we are fighting for the soul of this country. There is also no doubt that the St. Kitts-Nevis Labour Party is poised for a resounding victory. Our party machinery is locked, loaded, and ready to go. However, our victory is only assured if and only if the elections are conducted in a manner that is free, fair, and free from fear, and respects the human and democratic rights of the people of this country. The conduct of transparent and open elections in accordance with the rule of law and established international standards are essential elements of any democratic society. The right of political participation is important. It is the only way to guarantee the adherence to the rights to freedoms of expression, movement, assembly, and association by those we elect. For those in authority who may have forgotten, St. Kitts and Nevis is signatory to the Universal Declaration of Human Rights, which establishes that every citizen has the right to take part in government of his or her country, whether directly or through free chosen representatives. The will of the people shall be the basis of the authority of the government. Their will shall be expressed in periodic and genuine elections, which shall be held by universal and equal suffrage, and shall be held by secret vote or by equivalent free voting procedures. I'm taking the time to emphasize these points today because the Harris regime has demonstrated time and again over the last 5 years that they have no respect for good governance and for democratic rights of the people of this country. For 5 years, the democratic interests and even the economic and social interests of our people have been subverted by the self-interest of the outgoing coalition regime. The past 5 years have seen unprecedented levels of victimization and discrimination in the systems of government recruitment, hiring, promotions, and transfers without any basis in competence or merit. Rampant nepotism has meant that the Harris family members are disproportionately represented in several top senior positions across the civil service, in the boards of statutory bodies, the executive boards of financial institutions, and the courts. There has been widespread politicization of the police force and several public administration services, where Harris has wielded undue political influence over decisions that have taken place in the electoral office and the police force. For instance, the treatment of the former police commissioner, resignation of the director of the forensic lab, resignation of the former speaker, resignation of the integrity in public life commissioner, resignation of the former chair of the Boundaries Commission. The case of Leon Natter Nelson brought a constitutional challenge to the government's attempts to prevent him from running for office as a civil servant. They have failed to fully operationalize the Integrity in Public Life Commission. The refusal to allow the opposition from using community centers to hold town hall meetings and to broadcast announcements on state-owned ZIZ and television, while ZIZ radio and television is shamelessly used by the government to campaign for its candidates. It is clear that everything is politics for Dr. Harris, and politics is everything. And he seems to be on a desperate path to secure victory by whatever means necessary. Already, there are some disturbing signs that this election will not be contested on an even playing field. Failure to resolve the unequal boundary situation after 5 years, the burning of Steve Ransford's office, Dr. Jeffrey Hanley's constituency office has been vandalized on at least 3 occasions. Honorable Marcel Leibert's campaign boards were torn down only last night. The supervisor of elections, Mr. Elvin Bailey's attempt to leave with the ballot box in his car during the Nevis by-election. Now the supervisor of elections, Mr. Elvin Bailey, has rejected presiding and returning officers whom Harris believes to be Labour supporters. The outgoing regime, and Harris in particular, is desperate for victory, and they are panicking. So desperate people will do desperate things. We must all remain vigilant and keep putting pressure on Harris and the Attorney General and hold them to account over the coming days. I'm really thankful to all those